Chrissy Swan Show.
Gorgeous sunny Tuesday for the departure of our Queen and Saviour. Goodbye, Taylor, and thanks for changing us all for the better in the 11 days that you were here.
Farewell. Safe travels to Singapore.
And out of respect for Taylor, my Queen and Saviour, I am not tracking her flight.
Really?
Well, she told us that she doesn't like that.
Is it because you don't know how to, or because you're trying to be respectful?
How very dare you? How very dare you speak the truth on this sunny Tuesday? We are going to be talking about her dad losing his mind before the end of the show. Is it a yes or a no from me? Stay tuned to find out. And
Old Scotty Swift.
I was going to be mentioning something else here.
Well, you yesterday made a guess on what lyric her backup dancer Cam would sing in We Are Never Getting Back Together.
By the way, j'adore Cam.
We love Cam.
Oh my God, he's heaven. And I said, I reckon they're going to go for Crikey. The great Steve Irwin Catch Cry, but I was wrong. They said this instead.
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, it's exhausting. You're like, we're never getting back together.
Rack off, mate.
I'm sorry, Crikey would have landed better.
I don't know. I think Rack Off is iconic, and I had forgotten. I'd forgotten Rack Off, yeah.
Hey, speaking of artists and music and how good live music is in this country, again, next, we're going to be giving someone the chance to see the Jonas Brothers with VIP Wings passes. You've got to register via the Nova Player app to play Chrissy's Lucky 3.
Yes, and it's backstage. I mean, how unbelievable for their very first time in Australia.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm so excited to play this game.
Are you guys ready? Hey, what's up? It's the Jonas Brothers. See us live.
Live for the first time, the Jonas Brothers are bringing their 5 albums one night tour to Australia next month.
Reggae one,
Tickets
don't you?
available at livenation.com.au.
Make some noise tonight.
Chrissy's Lucky 3.
I mean, Sucker is a great song. It will sound amazing live.
I wondered what you said there.
Sucker with an S. Sucker with an S.
You came out strong.
Jack.
Sucker is a great song.
Come on, I'm a good girl. I would never swear on air.
Never.
Sucker is a good song. They've got so many great songs, the Joe Bros.
No, your favourite, though, is Year 3000.
Is it? That's my least favourite. That's where I would go to the merch stand.
Okay, good.
You know, that is a thing.
That's a wee break song.
You got to choose your timing.
Yeah, because, like, for example, for Taylor, it's obviously the Folklore and Evermore era is when you go to the toilet.
How dare you?
And get your merch.
Plus, we're not talking about Taylor anymore.
Sorry.
We're talking about the Jonas Brothers, and they are coming to our country for the very first time.
Yes.
There are some die-hard fans out there who have been desperate to see them live for the first time, and we are turning it on something shocking with VIP passes, which include a backstage tour.
It's pretty sick.
Now, there is something about the vibe of backstage that cannot be compared to anything else.
I'm with you.
Like, it's just the feeling of exclusivity is like nothing else.
And often when it's dark and sort of you can see the bright lights from side of stage, it feels almost like naughty, like you shouldn't be there because it's so exclusive. That's what makes it so thrilling.
Absolutely. And you sometimes catch the eye of people in the crowd and their eyes say, who are you and what did you do to deserve this? Well, this is what you will have to do to deserve this honour. We are going to call somebody who's registered via the Nova Player app. If they answer within 3 rings, lucky 3s, get it? Then they are off with a VIP money can't buy experience to the Jonas Brothers.
Alrighty, let's hit dial, Swanee.
That's one.
Hello, Jerry speaking.
Oh, well, hello, Jerry.
Who is this?
It's
Sorry?
Chrissy Swan from the Chrissy Swan Show.
How are you?
Oh, look, I'm not as good as you, Jerry, because you are off to see the Jonas Brothers with a VIP experience. Yeah, girl.
Thanks so much. You have just made today like it's Christmas.
How exciting. And I bet you just thought, God, they're never going to tour. What's going on? When's it going to happen? Well, it's happening, and you are going to be backstage and living large, my girl.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. My daughter is going to freak out. Thank you so much.
So
You're
obviously
so
you're
welcome.
taking your girl.
Yes, definitely. I mean, my little one's going to have to miss out, but my older one is certainly going to win.
Yes, indeed.
If, like Jerry, you would like to see the Joe Bros live for the first time in Australia in their 5 albums, 1 night tour, jump on livenation.com.au or register via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I seek your counsel. What lengths have you gone to hide treats from your kids? This is a new thing for me, a brand new thing, and I think it happens when your kids get to a certain age. Mine are 15, 12 and 10. One of them in particular, I'm not going to name names, is an absolute fang when it comes to stealing my treats.
Oh, I don't want to relive Mango Gate.
Exactly.
That was a tough time.
Mangoes. In case you're wondering what Mango Gate was, I've never been more furious in all my
I
life.
know.
Mangoes are my favourite treat.
They're the best fruit.
They are the best fruit. And growing up, we never had mangoes. Like, mangoes were not a thing. If you got one mango a season,
Really?
that was like Christmas.
One good thing that came out of me living in Harvey Bay for the first 4 years of my life is we had a massive mango tree. So I just grew up thinking it was normal. It was like a lemon tree.
It absolutely is not normal.
Yeah,
but I've
right.
got a good mango contact.
Okay, cool.
Got some black market mangoes.
Your mango dealer.
Exactly. And in summer, I will buy them by the tray, right? Because it's cheaper.
Yep.
And it's just got that lovely feeling of abundance, which is important to me. But they last about 3 weeks usually. Anyway, I noticed this summer the mangoes were disappearing before I even got one. So the first tray came and went, and then I ordered the second tray. I get about 3 trays over summer. The second tray came, and by the time I realised what was happening, there was 2 left, and I wrote "Mum" in Sharpie on the mango.
So passive aggressive.
And then the next day, I saw the peel from that mango with the "Mum" Sharpie on it in the bin. I saw red, Jack, in a way that I'm ashamed to admit.
I remember you walking into the studio that day.
I'm like, what is it going to take? Mummy wants to buy something just for her. Not
You
allowed.
have to leave the house and
I
go
did.
for a walk.
I did. I
Calm
literally,
down.
I opened up the rubbish bin and I saw the peel and I went, no one is safe. No
is so
one is
great.
safe. And I just closed it and took off. Since then, I've bought white chocolate chips because I wanted to make raspberry muffins. And I specifically said to the kids, learning the lesson from the mangoes, I said, please don't eat all of these white chocolate chips. I'm making muffins. Well, by the time I went to make the muffins, there was 1 chocolate chip in the bottom of the container.
Like a single choc chip.
1. So technically,
That's so good.
they had me because I said don't eat them all,
Yeah, right.
right? So there was 1 left. And then this week, I love to play the chocolate game. Do you know it? It's from the 70s.
No.
You roll a 6. It's the best. Next guest we have
should
in,
play it.
we'll play the chocolate game. It's the best game. So I buy the family blocks of chocolate and I have them in the fridge, like one, a month. And it's very clear that that is for the chocolate game, right? Anyway, went to play it the other night and I'd been seeing in my peripheral vision every time I open the fridge, oh, good, the caramel is still there. It's a miracle. I went to get it. The caramel was completely empty, but the wrapper looked
Stop
like
it.
looked
No, they
like
put
it,
the empty wrapper back.
Yes.
That is
and
infuriating.
placed it sort of behind the pickles so that it looked real.
Are they just trying to mess with you at this point?
Honestly,
It's like
they
they're
are-
trying to get a rise out of you.
It is diabolical. The thievery that's going. They're stealing from themselves is the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have just been sent some peanut brittle,
My
which
new
is
obsession.
my favourite thing of all time. Thank you, Bendigo Brittle, because we inhaled that when we got it last time.
I'm
And
new to the Bendigo, to the brittle train.
Now-
Peanut butter brittle.
can I tell you, the
Oh,
children must not know that I have received this. I need a fail-safe place to put this brittle because they find it everywhere. I put it in my wardrobe and then I come up and there's empty wrap. I can't. I need your help. Where am I hiding this brittle? Give me your tips.
I can't wait for this. We'll give you a Priceline voucher for your tip.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've got my pen and paper ready because I am a novice. I am new to this. Every yummy thing that I bring into the house seems to disappear. And it's not just chocolate or peanut brittle, which is what I've just been sent. It's other things like salted cashews, which I really like sometimes. By the time I get to them, there's salt and some broken granules of where the cashews used to be in the bottom.
They're trying to infuriate you by leaving the packets there so you can see that it's been consumed. Mango Gate is still my favourite. That will always be the best.
I wrote my name on it, Jack.
Before we get to our calls, 13 24 10, your secret hiding spot. I've got one for you, Swan. As a kid growing up, I had a beanbag in my room and I used to unzip the beanbag and anything I'd want to hide, I would hide in the beans.
That is genius. But then I would have to write a note to myself.
Yeah, you'd forget.
That it was there. Lauren, where am I going to hide my bits and bobs?
Hey guys.
Hi.
So I hide my delicious chocolate treats in a plastic container and pop it in the washing machine when it's not in use, of course. And because let's be honest, kids don't step foot in the laundry. They just dump their clothes in every other room of the house except the laundry.
That is true. That is
it's
true.
safe.
My immediate feeling there is danger for me because I will wash my treats. I will start that cycle while they're in the washing machine and then I've ruined all my fun.
That's exactly what would happen with Chaotic Chrissy. There is no way. I love that for you, Lauren, but that would not work for Chrissy.
But somewhere in the laundry is a good idea, Lauren, because you're right. They don't go in there.
No, they don't. It's the only room in the house they don't go in.
I could put them in the bottom of the dirty clothes.
Oh, true.
That way I barely get to them anyway.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Lauren. Let's go to Natalie.
Nat, what is your tip? Where am I going to keep this prized Bendigo brittle?
Hi, guys. I keep my treats in the boot of my car. So, you know that bag you've got of the donated clothes that you need to go put in the bin?
Yeah.
That you never get around to? Just underneath that.
But Nat,
Boot of my car.
what, like chocolate or meltables? What treats have you got in there?
Oh, well, I'm obsessed with, like, sour worms and stuff that doesn't really melt. And my car's in the garage.
So when you feel like a little sour worm, you have to go all the way out to the garage and open your boot and eat it like a criminal.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, I'm just going down to the garage for a minute and then... Yeah.
What have we become? This is unbelievable, but that is a great tip. Kerry, where am I going to hide this stuff?
Hi, Chrissy. I went to Bunnings and I bought a black plastic tub with a lid on it. I clip both ends. It's got 2 holes in it. I put padlocks at each end and I take the keys to work with me.
Where does this massive tub live in your house, Kerry?
It's actually in the pantry, but they can't get into it. So padlocks at both ends. I take the keys with me. And then that way, when I do my grocery shop, I don't run out of still snacks by the first day.
Kerry, this feels like an extreme measure. Was there a lot of madness that led up to this extreme measure?
When they would come home from school, they would bring all their friends with them, and then they would eat me out of house and home before I'd even made it to Tuesday. So I decided I had to put matters in my own hands, so I went and bought the box, got the big long padlock, and I take it, and it worked perfectly.
Kerry, that is genius.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Kerry Marie.
Where are you hiding it, Marie? Where am I going to hide it?
In the freezer. My mum, as a child, always put, like, Lamingtons, cakes and biscuits and that in the freezer to hide them from us 4 children. So I follow the same thing and I eat everything frozen.
You've just gotten used to it, Marie. That's so funny.
Let's really quickly finish with Jewel. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Marie. Is it Jewel or Julie?
Jewel.
Jewel, where am I going to stash my treats to keep them safe from my kids?
Well, Chrissy, my treats have been going missing for years, no matter where I hide them. I got fed up. I recently had a kitchen renovation, so I got built in a secret cupboard with a lock on it inside the cupboard.
That is genius. Can I just tell you, I've just remembered another thing. I know that we're running late, Jack, but
No,
listen
go.
to this, Jewel, and you'll be so outraged. I had my dad over for lunch on Saturday, and, it's customary to bring a gift for the host.
Yeah.
Clearly, my dad had brought me a gift of a box of Lindt chocolates, right? Clearly, they were mine. I was the host.
Yeah.
By the time everyone had gone home and I thought, I'm going to have it, was that little selection. There was like hazelnut and
Gorgeous.
normal. My favourite are the white ones. I opened the box and all that were left were the dark ones.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Do yourself a favour and Google Kelly Clarkson, Teddy Swims singing that song.
Oh.
Your life will be changed forever.
Did he also cover Your Queen's Cruel Summer?
Yes,
that
he did.
video I watched, yeah.
Yeah.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Scott Swift is in trouble.
He is.
I was very excited about this. What's wrong with me?
I know, we were both excited about it.
Our Queen has left our shores this morning.
You were excited because he got in trouble. I was excited because it looks like she had a bit of a crack after her last show last
Is
night.
that what you reckon?
Yeah. Well, it was 2:30 a.m. when this little scuffle happened.
So her dad has jumped to her honour and had a scuffle with her paparazzo. I think that's the
Paparazzo.
singular. Two individuals were aggressively pushing their way towards Taylor, grabbing at her security personnel and threatening to throw a female staff member into the water.
Oof.
Taylor Swift's father, Scott. He looks like my dad.
He does look like the Major.
And actually, my dad would take down anyone that upset me.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah, they're terrifying. They're terrifying, these loyal old dads. Anyway, he's been accused of attacking them. You need to calm down, Scotty.
So
You're being too loud, Scotty.
I feel like Scott could be in the wrong here, though, because I did see some of the footage, and the perhaps didn't seem like they were being that aggressive.
Jack, their very presence is an act of aggression. You know where I stand.
Just doing their job.
No. To me, honestly, there is no difference between a paparazzi and a stalker.
They're just like a photographer, yeah?
Except one is legal and there is no recourse for anyone to stop it, and the other one is illegal and that person can go to jail. You and I will never agree.
No, I agree with you. I just love steering you on it. It's all right, Scott. It'll be all right, mate.
There's two more little clickbaits which give you an insight into my mind. First of all, there's an email that I keep on getting. I feel like someone has given my details to someone else and I'm getting heaps of spam.
Oh, I hate that.
Ooh, Tamu. Maybe, who knows?
Probably.
But I keep on getting this email about a Lego thing and it says, I'm Rick James Bricks. And every time it comes up into my feed, into my inbox, my brain says this. You're super freaky, girl. The kind you don't take home to mother. So, that is by a guy, a very bad guy actually, called Rick James. And I just wonder, has he reinvented himself post-death as a Lego guy?
Maybe.
I am Rick James Bricks. Now open.
Maybe it's his family is like trying to make some cash off of his estate.
I don't think so. This is in Pakenham in Victoria.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
think Rick
okay.
James has got anything to do with that. And here's another insight. I did not click on this because I have a problem with these sorts of things. But check out this headline. Sandra Bullock's son used to be adorable, but today he looks insane.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Someone, a superstar, has uttered the words, I'll see you in jail. Who is that? All will be revealed before 4 o'clock. And also, we're going to be talking about manifestation and creative visualization and all that oogity-boogity stuff like
I've got
that.
some thoughts on manifestation, Swan.
I can't wait to hear them. But first, it is Tuesday, which means it's To-Do Tuesday, where you and I compare our to-do lists to fully illustrate what different cycles in life that we are at.
Get us started, Swanee.
Okay, first up, I have been to Baker's Delight this morning because I've started up a grab-and-go station in my Boganic chest freezer.
What does that mean?
The grab-and-go station, it's a new initiative at my house. So right in the middle of the chest freezer, in between the frozen chooks and the, puff pastry, is a basket, and in there is cheese and tomato rolls, the pizzas, the margarita pizzas, and cheesy mite scrolls. And the kids just go to the freezer, snap off what they want, put it in their lunchbox. It's defrosted.
Done.
It's defrosted by lunchtime.
I love this initiative. I was going to say, your kids grab and go anyway, mate. They're eating your food anyway.
Correct. At least they don't have to hide this.
Yeah.
I also organised a click and collect. You'll be proud of me.
Well done.
I finally picked up that glass, the Perspex box thing that I'm going to use for my Taylor Swift mementos. And I sent a present to my darling friend Jane Hall for absolutely no reason.
That's very kind, Swanee.
And the last thing was just broccoli, and there's a little green tick next to that.
That's an exciting to-do list.
Oh, I mean, it's all ahead of you.
My first one is lock in Glamour on the Grid suit fitting with Effie.
Oh, my God.
Because I've got to get my suits ready for that
when
next month.
When is that?
The Grand Prix is end of March. And then
God, that reminds me I've got to put in some buttons.
My second one is just Fred again. Because Fred again has announced today that he's in Australia and he's doing a surprise show at the Opera House tonight, and I want tickets.
Are his parents like Dave again and Janice again?
I hope so.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh my God, that was so quick. We were enjoying that song way too much because, the first time I came to love that song was in the first season of Big Brother.
Wow.
2000 that was released.
It is still a tune. It holds up. I love it.
You are listening to the Chrissy Swan Show, and weirdly, bum bags were last in fashion at the same time.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
That is the truth, but I'm bringing them back, aren't I, Jet?
Sure is.
Jet, that is a cool name, baby.
Thank you.
As in the plane.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
As in the plane that is currently jettisoning our Queen and Saviour off to Singapore.
Could be.
How did you get the name Jet? I'm sorry to stop down, Jack. I know that I talk a lot of rubbish, but I've never met a woman called Jet.
That's okay. I just came, just was born that way.
Well, you weren't. Your parents gave it to you, Jet.
Were they hippies? Like, what was their vibe?
I mean, Dad's sort of a hippie, so I guess so.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I have 3 older sisters and an older brother.
Please tell me all of their names. I've got my pen waiting.
Boeing?
Diesel?
Airbus? Sorry, Jet.
We got Bo, Sarah, Rebecca, and Rick.
So none of them match?
No.
That is so cool, Jet. Hello, Alicia. I love you too.
Hello. How you going?
So good. All right. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with the money can't buy Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. I'm sorry that went nowhere with Jet, okay? I apologise.
That's okay.
We tried, Jet.
Question number 1, ladies.
What is Taylor Swift's dad's name?
Alicia.
Alicia?
Okay.
No, she got him with her name, though.
Okay.
The rules are rules.
Scott Swift?
Yes.
Alicia, 1 point to you. Got to use your name. Question number 2.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble for having a Barney, a skirmish.
With a photographer.
Question number 2. A centenary, also, that's virtually self-defense. Yeah. Sorry, I stand with Scott.
Yeah, I know you
Question
do.
number 2. A centenary is an anniversary of how many years?
Alicia.
Yes, Alicia?
100 years?
That is true. Come on, Jet.
2 points to Alicia.
Take off, Jet.
Take off, mate.
Question number 3. This hit from Avril Lavigne was released 17 years ago today. Alicia for the win.
That's Girlfriend?
It is Girlfriend.
Dan, thank you.
Also, for a bonus point, can you name a star of Nova who has a dog called Girlfriend?
Oh.
It is the great Joel Creasy, and he's coming up within the hour.
Good, Swanee. That was a good segue. I'm proud of you.
That's why I'm on the big bucks, Jack.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I need to go a little bit oogity boogity, Jack. This is the second time this week that we have, because of course we had the clairvoyant on yesterday, the medium.
Yes.
Today I want to talk about creative visualization and manifestation. Is there anything in it? 13 24 10, do you have an opinion on manifestation? If you're wondering what it is, it's the ability to make something true just by thinking about it all the time and believing it's going to happen. The reason I've started to think about this was Travis Kelce, who is suddenly the king to my queen.
Yes.
Did not know her in July of last year, had never met her. And he went on his podcast at the end of July, had never met Taylor Swift. And this is what he said.
No, you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her. And I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
His phone number. Now, that was a man that had never met Taylor Swift. And on the very same tour, we've done a bit of digging. We think it was at Kansas City. That was where he was.
July 6 and 7.
Yeah. And on that very same Eras tour, he's now out and she's his girlfriend and he's travelling on a private jet to see her in Australia.
And she's singing Karma is the Guy on the Chiefs.
He has manifested this big time. And he's not the only one who's attached to our queen and seems to be manifesting stuff. I saw something last night on Instagram, some footage of the great Sabrina Carpenter, who's been touring with Taylor Swift as the support act and has become very, very close. Listen to this audio. There is footage, but you can't see it because you're on the radio, of a very, very young, maybe 9-year-old Sabrina Carpenter singing the Taylor Swift song White Horse.
I was a dreamer before you went and let me down. Now it's too late for you.
And in Sydney, Sabrina joined Taylor, and what did they sing?
I was a dreamer before you let me down. Now it's too late for you and you're
I see footage like that of that little girl, Sabrina Carpenter, and I want to whisper in her ear and say, you wait, you're going to be on stage in front of 80,000 people singing this song with Taylor Swift. Just hang in there.
Manifest.
Now, what is your take on manifestation?
I personally believe in hard work over manifestation. I think hard work gets you places. It's good to have goals.
¿Por qué no los dos?
But yeah, I just don't know, like, what, so you just think something and it happens. No, you've got to work at it. You've got to work hard. It's different. I think it's good to goal set and work towards something, but I think manifesting is just a bit for me.
My friend Georgie Coughlin is mad on vision boards and creative visualization and manifestation. I should have thought to call her. Because she's like the authority on this oogity boogity stuff.
What's your take on it?
I think there might be something in it.
Okay.
But it's almost like water divining. You've got to feel it in your bones that it's going to come true. Some things you dream of, and when you're in your quiet moments, you know that that's not possible. Other things pop in your mind and you get this little frisson of life excitement where you think, oh my God, I think this might be going to happen for me.
Yeah, okay.
Even though they're both completely, unlikely. Let's get some examples.
I want to hear manifestation that worked. Like, I want to hear about it coming to fruition.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about manifesting. I think there's something in it. Travis Kelce manifested his relationship with Taylor Swift, absolutely. And Sabrina Carpenter, there's footage of her singing White Horse, which is exactly the song that she sang like 20 years later on stage with Taylor Swift.
Or Travis Kelce is just a celebrity that happened to end up with another celebrity, and Sabrina Carpenter worked really hard and is a really great singer and ended up being Taylor's support act. There's that too.
You're dogging me. I did mention before that I should have called my dear friend Georgie Coughlin, who loves all this bizzo and is an authority on it, and I'm thrilled to tell you that I do have her on the line. We're going to get to her at the end, but in the meantime, Effie, what is your proof that manifestation works, and how can we all get it into our lives?
Hi, Chrissy. Can I just firstly apologise for my voice because I'm at home quite ill with laryngitis.
Oh, you
but I've
never
always
need to
wanted
apologise.
I've always wanted to speak to you, so this in itself is a manifestation to be able to hear you.
Effie, you can call me anytime.
You don't need to manifest it. 13 24 10, babe. 2 to 4 every day.
Literally.
But in saying that,
I'm always here.
I'm going back quite a while when we heard that we were going to get the Sydney 2000 Olympics. I was in my early 20s, and I had this strange feeling that I was going to be part of it. I don't know how, and I didn't know what, but I was going to be part of it. Fast forward 2 years, I was standing at some place and some lady said to me, "Oh, we're doing a Greek choir. Would you like to join?" And I thought, that's strange. Oddly enough, again, fast forward, the Greek choir was the choir that sang when that flag was being raised during the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
Now, how
it was the most magical moment of my time.
How did this experience change the way you thought about this stuff? Have you been manifesting ever since?
Very much so. Very much so. Sometimes I honestly believe that if you do put it out there in your head and you wholeheartedly want it for the right reason, it will happen.
I love it, Effie. I'm going to give you a prize. I don't even know if I've got any, but I'm going to give you a Priceline pharmacy voucher. I'm going to do that.
Let's
it's
do that.
naughty. I might get in trouble.
No, you won't at all.
All right. I'm manifesting more of those. Hey, Michelle, hi.
Hi, Chrissy. Oh, I finally get to speak to you too. Exactly like Effie. I think we're all on the same page here.
Oh, bless you, Michelle. I'm literally always here. Anyone, if you're listening, and this is one of your, if this is on your vision board to have a gas bag to me, call 13 24 10. I'm always here.
We literally do a segment on Monday and Fridays called Say G'day. Please call.
And also in between, I will just have a chat to you. All right, Michelle, talk about manifesting Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, my God. So, look, that is the most recent one. But like Effie, I've had many examples from years ago, but I thought this was the most recent and pertinent and in line with what we're talking about today. But I'd been trying everything to get these Taylor Swift tickets, and I could see myself at this concert. I'm like, why can't I get these tickets? Been online, can't get them. Tried to win it. On the shortlist for Nova as well, multiple times. Nova probably thinks I'm a stalker in that respect. I was over and over and over, trying. I'm like, why? I'm going to be at this concert. How am I going to be at this concert? Little did I know, my sister-in-law was coming to Australia. She normally lives sort of between here and America. And we were at the beach playing with the kids. And she goes, I've just been to Pink. And she goes, I'm going to Taylor Swift next week. I was like, you're what? You're going to Taylor Swift? No way. She's like, I didn't realise you were such a fan. I was like, oh, my God, I would just do anything to be able to go to Taylor Swift. And she's like, okay, leave it with me. See what I can do. Anyway, she surprised me at dinner and she managed to get a ticket. So we went on Saturday night. I couldn't contain my
for some
excitement.
reason,
I had to be there.
Okay, Michelle, if you could see this studio now, I'm delighted and lit up by the possibility of this. Jack has his head in his hands and he's rolling
Michelle,
his eyes.
I love you and I love that you listen to this show. But, mate, that's not manifestation. That is your sister. No, it's not. It's your sister-in-law getting the tickets because you told her you really loved her and she went and found a way to get them.
But that's manifestation because I
No,
wouldn't
it's
have
not,
been
mate.
put
It's
in that
asking a favour.
opportunity.
No, but the manifestation part of it is that Michelle was
Put it out
convinced that she was going.
Yeah.
So was a lot of our callers.
I didn't win them, and I didn't get the other way because
Michelle,
I was meant to go.
that's a tick. As usual, we're running out of time, but I do want to
We
get
need to
to
speak
Georgie.
to Georgie Coughlin.
She is the queen of manifestation. Now, Georgie, hello, darling.
Well, hello, darling. First of all, I'm not happy with the music that Jack's going on behind us here. So we've got all this woo-woo stuff happening here, Jack.
Do you not like? I thought it was fitting, Georgie.
No, you know why it's not fitting, Jack? It's because manifestation is science. It's Albert Einstein called this years and years ago when he said we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use till we create them, and that everything is energy. If you look up Albert Einstein and manifestation, you go back to quantum physics. It's
Fantastic.
all science.
And do you know what I'm going to tell you, Jack? Georgie's got a science degree, so jam that. All right, now, Georgie, what do we do? Do we make vision boards that we look at? Do we chant mantras? What do we do?
Mantras are great. It's whatever floats your boat, Tato. Like, I do a vision board because I'm a visual learner. So I have all my pictures up. And I had like morning TV on before we had the circle. Then when we were in the circle and it was all really hard and I had a baby and I don't think I've ever admitted this, Swanee, but I actually manifested that this is too much. I can't do this. I want to just go to the project once a week. And look what happened.
Wow.
I remember coming out in tears when Barnsey rang me and, I was devastated, but I remember Simon saying, why are you crying? I'm like, because I've manifested this. Like, this is really weird. I manifested the farm.
Wow.
I manifested Masked Singer. Manifested, and look, it doesn't mean you get everything you want. Like, I want a Ferrari. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, I wanted more children. It doesn't work like that. So you put on what you like, but the secret is the surrender bit, is going, that's what I want, law of attraction. Whatever you give your energy to grows. So you can do a journal, Power of Writing, you get it out of your consciousness and into the real world.
I love this so much.
Getting it out, like giving it energy and getting it out. Jack, get on board.
All right, fine, Georgie.
Jack.
For you, I will.
From now
You'll
on,
love this.
I am going to wake up and every morning I'm going to look myself in the mirror and I'm going to say, you are going to perfect a buttered chicken.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Earlier, I revealed that somebody has said, I'll see you in jail. Who was it?
Chrissy's clickbait.
Our sassy little nymph, Ariana Grande, has slammed leakers with the ultimatum, I'll see you in jail. A couple of weeks ago, she said, look, I am revealing an album. It's due next week.
Eternal Sunshine, it comes out on Friday, March 8th.
Can't even wait. But she said, I'm not going to release any more songs until that time. I'm going to go old school with it. So her message to people that are finding these songs and leaking them is, I'll see you in jail.
Before I left for Wicked, the few studio sessions that I did, which are all over TikTok, thank you so much. I'll see you in jail. Literally.
They're all real leaks.
Thieves, pirates, crooks. Illegal.
It's illegal, but I don't know I don't know whether she really understands what is meant by I'll see you in jail. That means that she is also going to have to go to jail.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, I don't know, I'll see you in hell is one thing, but you kind of go, I'm going down with you.
Or I'll see you in court.
Like,
jail.
I'll see you in court.
Are you visiting them, babe?
Now, big news for fans of the first season of Beef. B-E-E-F. When I first read this, I didn't have my Specsavers glasses on, and I was like, what is Beep? With a P, but no, it's Beef. Massive new names being added to the cast. Anne Hathaway.
She's a vibe at the moment, Swan. Did you see that video of her yesterday?
I love her. She got so emotional when Barbara Streisand got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it was her drunk dancing at an after party.
Well, earlier on, she was emotional about Barbara Streisand, and I'm here for that. But yeah, Anne Hathaway's amazing. She's a brilliant actress, and she's going to just be incredible in this. And Ali Wong, the great Ali Wong, she's got some great comedy specials on Netflix, which
she's back.
Highly recommend. And Jake Gyllenhaal, I wonder if he's still wearing Taylor's scarf.
Which song did she write about him? All Too Well?
All Too Well.
I mean, no one needs a 10-minute version of a song, FYI, but great.
You can't say those things
you don't
when we're just about to end the show. Yes, I would like a 20-minute version. In fact, I'd like a 2-month sit-down moratorium on everything that man did to my Queen and Saviour.
I'm a closet Swiftie, but mate, 10 minutes for a song? Come on. You're having us on. Give us 3 different songs in those 10 minutes, please.
You were there in the church when she sang that hymn.
I went to get a VLS.
What's a VLS?
Vodka Lime Soda.
Oh, my God. I thought you were more of a skinny bitch guy.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.